In recent years, a pressing concern has emerged within the veterinary community: the scarcity of veterinary professions in rural areas.
You have a very huge gap and great demands for vets, especially in those marginalized communities, because of their nature and their way of livelihood.
When we think about diseases like tickworm, foot and mouth, and the list of all other diseases not devastating our livestock, chicken, donkeys, etc., veterinarians perform that first line of defense. Without vets, it means sick and infected animals will increasingly go untested. A lack of veterinary care can be detrimental to rural communities and can leave farmers and animals at risk, and ultimately risking the nation's food system, as veterinaries play a critical role in the stability and viability of the agri-food system.
In the heart of Kabete, animals are an integral part of the daily lives of farmers.
Yeah, so as I've said, most of these communities, they are solely dependent on livelihoods on animals. So animals is like how they go, how we go to work every day. So that's their source of livelihood.
But accessing veterinary care for these animals is becoming a very big challenge. It is in this backdrop of unmet needs that we get to meet the students of the University of Nairobi that get to volunteer to be able to improve rural animal health care.
But how exactly does this approach work? PAWSPECTIVE. Through this TV documentary, we explore their transformative journey. The film focuses on their mission to rewrite the narrative of rural animal healthcare and improve the lives of both animals and the surrounding community as they provide free or low-cost care to these undeserved communities. These services stretching from vaccination, deworming, nutrition, and advice. The students partner with various organizations to make the dreams of offering free and low-cost care for farmers in underserved communities come true. Sometimes they simply just volunteer. So what does such a day for a student volunteer look like? Let us find out.
So what exactly prompted you as students to start this initiative?
One of the roles of vets is to ensure we reach out to the communities around and beyond to offer our services as vets. So, to ensure that there is health for both humans and animals, we have to reach out to these marginalized areas. So, this pushes us to reach out to them.
I am part of the mentors of VMP. VMP is Veterinary with a Mission program. This is a registered NGO that its work is to do missions and provide veterinary services. VMP works in partnership with different organizations One of them is University of Nairobi, a veterinary student.
So, what exactly does a vet student do in Kabete or any other marginalized communities do to improve animal health?
I'm Kelvin Washira, a vet 5 final student. So the role of vet students to the community is one is to advocate for animal welfare, advising farmers on the best routine and methods of improving their farming, and also advocating for one health and antimicrobial resistance, and also providing services like deworming and vaccination for free.
Those communities have very many priority diseases that need to be vaccinated against. So they also vaccinate the animals. Apart from that, they also offer diagnostic services and treatment of most common diseases. So I think by providing that services to these communities where we have shortage of vets, so you find that when our students come in and support that, we are contributing actually to eradication of diseases or prevention of diseases. We are supporting livelihoods of these communities. We are ensuring that the animals are healthy, and we are contributing to their livelihoods in terms of wellness.
Come with me as we visit a farm in Kabete that has been a beneficiary to the ripple effect of this compassionate initiative.
So, you're a farmer?
Yes, I am a farmer. My name is Francis Mwazia Mtua. I am a farmer in the profession of rearing the chicken from when they are young to about 5 weeks. Yes, so
So, and where do you get your vets from?
okay, vets we get them from the Nairobi University because
The
it is
institution here?
the institution, the student, and also the doctors, the lecturers.
Okay,
Yes.
so about what you've mentioned about the students.
Yes.
So the students are trainee students.
Yes.
So what exactly do they come to offer you when they come here?
They normally come to help us with vaccinations and also give us recommendation on the farming practices we have, and now we can also improve them.
As volunteer work or you pay for that?
We at volunteer work, we don't normally pay because also we are giving them also experience also. Yes, yes. And because also it's in an institution which they also learning, they can also come to learn.
These farmers acknowledge that the reasons for the lack of veterinary professions in rural and remote areas are diverse, from unfavorable working conditions, difficulties to achieve the desired work-life balance, to weak demand as some farmers cannot afford veterinary services. They also acknowledge that the shortage of veterinarians in remote areas is generally not reported to be linked to a shortage of veterinarians in the whole country or lack of new graduates. Rather, it reflects the work and life preferences of veterinarians nowadays that prefer to work with companion animals and larger practices in urban locations.
VMP contributes through addressing the gap of lack of limited veterinary services in these marginalized communities through, we have our students who are doing the veterinary medicine at different levels. So this thing is open from first year to fifth year. So most of those students have some skills they have learned, like basic deworming the animals. So when they go in those places, even as they preach the gospel and spread the love of God, they practice the skills that they've learned in school.
The veterinary students who we teach are not yet registered, so to ensure the standards of the profession are maintained, when they are going out to participate in charity work, we ensure that they are being guided by a registered veterinarian, and we also teach them the jurisprudence here in school, and we emphasize that they should always follow the standards.
As we have heard, the role of licensed veterinarians as mentors has been highlighted. These experienced professionals provide guidance, valuable insights, supervision, and expertise to ensure that the students' actions align with the ethical and professional standards.
Uh, Having the registered vet surgeons who go out with the students who participate in volunteer work is a great thing, because these vet surgeons are helping our students to establish the skills that they have gained in class, especially to the real world, so that they can be better surgeons prepared for the work in the future.
So how do you reach these farmers?
So the organizers and the leaders of these vet missions work hand in hand with the leaders of the targeted population, and through administrative offices like the chief, and also the social institutions like schools and religious meetings, the information is passed to the farmers, and on the day of the activities, the whole community is aware.
As campus students, there is so much these students could be doing with their time. You name it. But this particular group chooses to indulge in such a touching path of service. Maybe it is true that the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. As for us, we shouldn't let this contribution go unnoticed.
I will encourage all the veterinary students to participate in these volunteer works because first, it establishes their skills, and second, it helps them to connect to the industry before they graduate, and they will be able to get potential future clients.
For the veterinary students who are in training, I'd like to encourage you to join VMP because vets is one of those powerful professions where we have an opportunity to change lives of people and animals at the same time.
So what is a general overview for you as students who go to volunteer?
My general overview is that we as students get to practice our hands-on skills while experiencing cases on the ground under supervision by licensed vets.
All right.
Okay, my view on the vet missions is it helps the marginalized communities get vet extension services in an affordable way, and this improves the health of the livestock and companion animals.
All right, thank you. Perspective is a must watch for animal lovers, aspiring volunteers, and anyone concerned about rural animal healthcare in marginalized communities.